So Moon Knight just ended, so was it good? The answer is kinda. I don't know. For me, the finale of the show is what kind of helps me like it the most. Blatantly, this episode just pissed me off. Like, what even happened? Maybe I need to rewatch it, but this made no sense. First two episodes are probably the best for me considering the others. You know how in the comics Moon Knight is a complex character with compelling mental issues? I don't mean relatable, I'm not that crazy guy. Well, in the show, he just doesn't feel like Moon Knight. It's weird, because in the fight scenes, it gives off this goofy comic book vibe while still being serious, but the rest of the show is just kind of weak. The first episode was good. It got me interested in the acting and the story were interesting and mysterious. Same with episode 2, but I don't get how they deeped so down. It wasn't like other Disney Plus finales which were just frustrating and didn't have enough time to do what it wanted, but it just felt so dumb. It's weird how the Netflix Marvel shows had better finales than these ones, even though those ones got canceled. If I'm being honest, I don't really like Layla, and it's not the actress, she's doing a really good job. It's what she's given. They spend more time showing shots of her butt rather than actually teaching us about her. We learn a little about her personality, but we never really learn who she really is. That's why, to me at least, when she donned her Scarlet Scarab armor, it just didn't feel earned. I like her relationship with Mark and Steven a lot, but it was only really fleshed out in like 2 scenes. Also, they never really explained the situation with her dad. Basically, Mark had a mercenary partner named Bushman who tried to negotiate with her father and his people for reasons unknown, then just got mad and killed them. Mark, trying to stop them, almost died and then crawled to the Egyptian monastery for Khonshu. Bushman didn't kill him? Why? What's Bushman like? We never learn anything about him because there's no time to. Same thing with Jake Lockley, who in the comics is my favorite personality. Also, if Mark became Moon Knight, why don't we show a scene of him coming out of the monastery and killing Bushman? Or maybe Bushman is just another personality of his, which would explain the random killings. All this explained with one simple solution. Same with Harrow being Khonshu's old avatar, which is mentioned in one sentence.
Can you hear him? Not anymore. I was his former avatar. I was the Fist of Vengeance.
And elaborate, please. It would make more sense for them to have conversations and learn about their relationship. It would put Steven in a better spot and explain more of why he didn't like Mark or didn't want him to take over. Also, the reason in general was stupid. Seriously? So after Moon Knight was created, Mark went to Layla and to help her grieve and admit to her what happened, but never got to it and they just fell in love? Having this liar thing doesn't really make sense for Mark though. So shouldn't it make more sense for a new personality to be Jake? Also, just gonna add that Jake could have had the black and white Moon Knight suit symbolizing he's both good and evil, but whatever. Such a simple change could add so much. So speaking of change, if Steven was created from the abuse Mark had to take, what created Jake? I know the theory from the finale's post-credit scene is that Mark had some sort of mental twin, but that still makes no sense. Also, it was never revealed what was in the casket at episode 4's end. They could have made it so it's Layla's dad, and to bring Mark and Steven back to life, he had to come back and tell Layla what happened. They could have put Mark's origin in the 2nd episode and made this 7 episodes long. Hell, with all they were trying to put in, or what they could have, this should have been like 9 episodes. And I know Marvel Studios has to pay ABC Studios, which makes these shows, to get extra episodes through a deal. But if WandaVision and What If can get 9, why not Moon Knight? Why don't they pace the episodes like this? Episode 1, normal episode 1. Episode 2, we learn about Mark's past and his mercenary days and what happened with Bushman. Episode 3, what the actual episode 2 was. Episode 4, what happened in episode 5. Mark should have died in episode 3 to add suspense. Episode 5, Mark and Steven in hospital revealed to be the prison like in the comics by Egyptian gods. Episode 6, they find Jake Lockley, who took all the abuse, who's angry, then help him become at least a little good as he makes a makeshift Moon Knight suit and fights his way out. Episode 7, they get out of prison and learn that when Mark told the gods he was troubled, they made the hospital to help him. More about Harrow. Episode 8, Mark and Layla work out their past and join together to stop Harrow, who now is officially Amit's avatar and has killed all the gods' avatars, as Steven, now fulfilled, learns more about Harrow with his detective skills as Mr. Knight. Episode 9, Mark, Steven, and Jake fight Harrow and become a dynamic for the future as the gods forgive Khonshu and kill Harrow. That whole summary would mix the crime-fighting elements of the comics perfectly with the supernatural elements of the actual show. Remember Daredevil, a show with a lower budget which ended with 3 friends at a table resting as their battle was finished? Now think of Moon Knight's ending, a show based off of a crime-fighting psychopath with childhood trauma. He doesn't kill the bad guy out of a poorly represented character motivation, then another poorly set up personality of him kills him anyways. Nice. My opinion on Moon Knight is that it's just fine. Definitely the best out of the Disney Plus original, but not as good as the 26-year-old white girls may say it is. I give Disney's, Marvel Studios, ABC's, Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight a 7.8, actually never mind, a 6.8 out of, you know what, no, 7.8 for the fight scenes.